Oh, yeah. Happy Tuesday, the 19th of March, 2024. Yeah. And today is the first day of spring. And you are on the Paul Gilson YouTube channel. I'm Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy, live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York, in the United States of America. Thank the Lord. So we've got something we're going to set on fire here. I call this my Bengal Slices pipe. Look at that briar. Oh, yeah. Look at that. And we have some Bengal Slices 2022 in that, which I bought 4 tins of, and now, because we had a train wreck in this tin, they're sending me, it just wasn't sliced right. It was a pile. I've showed it to you. I'll show it to you again. Yeah, just a pile. That's not slices, that's a pile. And it literally looked like, smells great by the way, literally looked like someone had broken up a chocolate bar and put it in the tin, and it kind of half melted. But anyways, let's start something on fire. I'll tell you, the Bengal Slices 2022, as opposed to the Bengal Slices that was made in 2020, I did a taste comparison, and I thought that the Bengals 2020 barrel aged was way better than the 2022 barrel aged. But now that this has had some oxygen introduced to it, I don't know. It's kind of tasting real good to me. Maybe I did it injustice by taking it right out of the tin and then trying it and rating it a 2.5 out of 4, where I rated the Bengal Slices 2020. It doesn't say 2020 on the tin, but that's when it was made. And that had time to oxygenate, get lots of fresh air over a couple years in that jar. Doesn't look much like spring out here. Yep. That's what we've got. Yep. It's 32 degrees the last time I checked. It's probably a little lower than that now. Hey, you know what? The last couple of weeks we've had some great days that were 70 degrees. Maybe it was a pipe I was smoking the Bengal Slices out of. The 2022. I don't know. This is great. This is really good. Now, if you can get a hold of some of that Bengal Slices single barrel or barrel aged 2022, grab it. I mean, maybe it's like fine wine where as soon as you take it out of the tin, it's not as good. You know, a fine wine, they'll open up and let it sit there for 15 minutes and breathe. and then you drink it. Maybe it's like that. I don't know. Sure is good. It tastes way different than the other day. Then again, maybe I just had an off day. I don't know. One of my subscribers mentioned in yesterday's video, when I mentioned that I got a little raise, about $2,100 a year. It was like, great, now you can buy more tobacco and beer. I've got a budget. Oh, man. This is so good. Peace and quiet. The only thing I hear is my 1980s refrigerator running. Oh, yeah. So one of my subscribers was, I had mentioned, they were saying that they had the Sutliff vanilla custard, and it was so wet they had to keep relighting it. And I said, let a little dry out, and gave them some tips or whatever. And another subscriber posted, yeah, they soaked that in glycerol. So basically they soaked the tobacco in slime, and that's why it's so wet. I don't know if that's true. I certainly hope that's not true. But it probably is. Oh, yeah. I don't know, though. What would you take good tobacco and soak it in glycerol? I don't know. I can tell you this. I did take a whole bunch of Sutliff vanilla custard, put it in my press, and pressed it, and all of this brown tarry substance, I mean a lot of it, was dripping out of the bottom of my press. And it's just like, ugh. Won't do that again. So this pipe's starting to break in. It's starting to get some carbon buildup in it. Anyways, cheers, mates. Happy first day of spring. We're going to let this bowl rest for a minute. So yeah, if you can get the Bengal Slices barrel aged 2022, I've changed my mind. It's definitely a winner. Didn't like it. I think really what happened was when I opened it up and it wasn't nice slices, it was all crumbled up, and I think just looking at that kind of put something in my head, and then when I tried smoking it, but no, this is great stuff. I've changed my mind. Yeah. And so, of course, for our second pipe, we're going to take a little break. I'll be back in a nanosecond. Alrighty, so we're back. We have my EA Carry bowl number 323. Yeah, right here. She's darkening up. That's made out of olive wood. And that I only smoke. Ahab's Comfort Inn. Oh, yeah. And that Ahab's Comfort. Ah, it smells so good. Look at that. We're going to start that on fire for our bowl number 2. Yeah. Both these pipes are getting broken in pretty good because as you've seen in my videos, I smoke them on a regular basis. Oh, yeah. That's good. Wow, yeah. Oh, but first, we must clear the palate. Cheers. Yeah. I can't wait till summertime. I'm not a fan of winter. I am not a fan of Christmas. I don't cherish the holidays when it's cold outside and freezing. I like the 4th of July. I like Memorial Day. Labor Day weekend's normally nice and warm. Man, the room note in here is so good. I've got my beautiful pine candle lit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so the next holiday I have off from work would be Good Friday because we're owned by a good Italian family and they're Catholic. So Good Friday to them is a paid holiday. I've never worked for a company where you get Good Friday off and get paid for it. And that's on March 29th. And then we have Easter a couple days after that. Mm. Oh, yeah. This is so good. I gotta scrape some of that. Look how that tobacco just rose up. Yeah. Not scraping the sides. Just kind of poking down in the center here. Not scraping the sides because I want to let that carbon just build up and build up and build up. And, you know, both these pipes, I've done that with, and they're starting to get lots of good carbon buildup in them now. Oh, yeah. There we go. It's snowing out. I don't like snow. I don't like cold. I like blue skies, sunshine, and heat. I love it when it's like 90 degrees Fahrenheit. With blue skies and full sun. I love that. The only time I really enjoyed winter weather was when I was a younger, much younger man. And we'd take the kids sledding. Well, that was, you know, 30 years ago, though. Or when I owned my last house, I had a beautiful wood burning stove. So I didn't care about winter. I could make it 85 in the house. Crank that baby up, sit there with a nice cold beer. Back then I drank Budweiser and smoked Marlboro cigarettes. And I get that baby cranking up, man, and just sit there and didn't need a TV, nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have a little house someday with a wood burning stove. For those cooler nights below 60 degrees. I remember my mother used to get so angry with my dad. We had a wood burning stove when I was a teenager growing up. He would get that thing cranked up to the max. It'd be like 85 degrees in the house. And my mom would be like, Jim, I'm dying in here. It's so hot. You know, looking back on it, my mom was probably going through I don't know, that female thing that they go through when they get older. And so my dad had just opened the windows up in the middle of winter. Yeah, menopause. That's what it's called. Oh, yeah. Well, we just surpassed 20 minutes. And this is our spring smoke together. First day of spring. Yeah. Anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy.